Source: Android Central. While you can technically install an SSD without a heatsink in your PS5, it's highly recommended you either get one with a heatsink built in or purchase one separately to add. As good as the PS5 is at dissipating heat with its fans, it can still get really warm, and that's only compounded with an additional SSD in the internal expansion slot. So if you're wondering whether or not you should use a heatsink, the answer will almost always be yes, provided that the one you're using doesn't already have a built-in heatsink, and they are pretty cheap to get from places like Amazon. Because SSDs with heatsinks tend to be more expensive and sell out quicker, it might be easier for you to purchase a standard M2 SSD and attach a heatsink onto it yourself. You'll just need to make sure that the SSD you buy meets Sony's requirements. Thankfully, the best PS5 SSDs come from reputable brands and work really well. Android 13 Preview 1. What's new? What's coming in the next version of Android? Check out our hands-on with the first Android 13 Tiramisu developer preview build. 0 seconds of 54 seconds, volume 0%. Sponsored links. Bricker Rab Suksathin KSD CBW Mimi Kakai Kexab Fang. Karsim Thailand. Click Tini. Spec requirements. Interface PCIe Gen 4 X4 M2 NVMe SSD. Capacity 250 GB to 4 TB. Cooling structure heatsink, single or double-sided. Sequential read speed 5500 MB per second or faster. Module width 22mm width. Form factor M2 type 2230, 2242, 2260, 2280 and 22110. Socket size: socket 3 km. Length 30mm, 42mm, 60mm, 80mm, 110mm. Height less than 11.25mm. Total size with cooling structure smaller than 110mm, L by 25mm, W by 11.25mm, H. 1/2 heatsink single-sided. Source: PlayStation. The bigger question when adding a heatsink to your PS5 SSD is whether it should be single-sided or double-sided. While Sony says single-sided structures are an easier fit in the expansion slot, double-sided heatsinks are still perfectly usable. In practice, they don't provide much of a difference, so it's all about what will work best with the specific SSD you have. Sony has provided diagrams of both single and double-sided heatsinks and their dimensional specifications to make it easier for users to choose the right coolant. ELUTENG M2 2280 heatsink for PS5. It's the job done well. This double-sided heatsink is compatible with the excellent Samsung 850 EVO SSD and fits wonderfully in the PS5. Should you need to add a heatsink to your SSD, this is what you'll want, with a 10 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit to 77 degrees Fahrenheit cooling effect. We may earn a commission for purchases using our links. Learn more. Android. Big tech is still cutthroat, as evidenced by recent antitrust bills. Bills to regulate companies like Google are usually proposed as ways to protect consumers, but are often backed by rivals who might be looking for some sneaky payback. 5G ain't all it's cracked up to be. Ex-Google CEO thinks 5G in the US is a joke, calls out at. An article penned by a Harvard professor and Google's former CEO highlights how the US has fallen behind in 5G. Make the Razr great again. Motorola Razr 3, top 6 features we want to see. We never got a Razr successor in 2021, but we're expecting Motorola to release the Razr 3 at some point this year. These are just some of the points we hope Motorola gets right with its next foldable. A stylish fit. Here's some of the best wall mounts to pick up for the PS5. While the PS5 may still be tough to find for some folks, those that have it are faced with a new problem in finding a place to put it. To get the best out of the system, we've tried to find some of the very best wall mounts available for the console.